8th season in South America starts in Piriápolis, Uruguay. After a few days of rest, we head straight to Buenos Aires via Gualeguaychu and Tigre to meet up with Snow and Curt and to get Winnietwo's clutch kit repaired. Unfortunately, a lot of other issues are found, and so we spend a full 2 weeks in the garage.
Ah, hier kann man durch. Komm, wir gehen mal gucken, da kann man nämlich am Strand. Ah ja. Strandurlaub. Wow, look at this. Das war nicht schlecht.
When we stored our motorhome in June in Piriápolis, we didn't have time to explore the beaches and the town here. It's spring right now, and only the locals are around. An excellent time for us to enjoy the quiet beaches.
Beautiful. Beautiful colours. Whatever they are.
Piriápolis is a typical beach town with small shops, restaurants, hotels and a marina.
Muy comfortable, huh? So we just tried to repair our skylight again because last night we had a heavy storm and it was dripping heavily, and we thought it was somewhere at the seal on the outside of this box that was the problem, but it was actually these two hinges, and through these gaps here in the hinges the water was running down. And
it was coming from
there's
the
no way
outside.
we can stop it really, but the only thing would be maybe to exchange the whole skylight, but that costs a few $100s. So now I actually put a piece of foam in and kind of made a bridge with aluminium tape. I just hope we fixed it that way. We just did a quick test with water and it was still dry. So, but tonight's supposed to rain. We'll see how that works out.
Schön euch zu sehen.
Ich muss mal aufpassen, dass ich nicht Fritt und Brett oder irgendwas höre. So, ne? Buen viaje. Well, we made it 100 meters from our storage place and then
Got onto the main promenade.
got onto the main road, and then we couldn't.
Take the third exit to Rambla de los Argentinos.
Yeah, just follow the road. And then we didn't get any gas into the engine. We were rolling, and then we stopped. And we were like, okay, that is not very good. So I went out to check the diesel filter because we had some repairs done in, where was it, in Cusco. And one guy broke off one of the pipe or tube attachments. And I thought, oh, maybe diesel's running out somewhere. So I checked it, but actually that little piece of tube, and it was only about, I don't know, 6 centimeters long, it went in a 90-degree angle, and it blocked the diesel to get actually into the filter and then into the engine. So I just stretched out that tube and we're driving. Whew. But honestly, holy camoli, that starts really well here. We still have our clutch problem. Well, hopefully we'll make it to Buenos Aires and get it all repaired. 100 meters we made.
Yeah. I was thinking, well, that's it then. We need a new fuel pump.
Let's see if we can start the motor. Or if any other. We had a slipping belt as well, so the batteries didn't charge, but now that's gone as well. It's an aventura with our vehicle all the time.
Ja,
Off we go. No, the battery is always about slipping. But the gas is okay? Okay.
From Piriápolis, it's around 650 kilometers to Buenos Aires. The roads in Uruguay are great, and we're rolling nicely towards the border in Fray Bentos.
So here's the happy driver this morning. She loves driving. So with the new camera I can get us both in. So we passed the border within what, half an hour?
35 minutes.
And we're back in Argentina, or almost. We're hitting the bridge here.
Now my light's coming on.
Yeah. We're low on gasoline or on diesel because it's so much cheaper here in Argentina. We only have to go 35 kilometers to Gualeguaychu. So the main thing here is the bridge toll. You have to pay for the bridge, and in Uruguayos pesos it's 450, which equals almost 15 US dollars. And in Argentinian pesos it's 3,000. Now on the blue dollar rate that's $3 instead of 15. So we had some pesos left from Argentina from last time. We kept that, you know, because we knew we were coming back. So yeah, that saved us a hell of a lot of money.
Gualeguaychu lies on the west bank of the Gualeguaychu River, where we park up for the night. We managed to get money and propane in the city. Diesel is 4 times less expensive here than in Uruguay, but the YPF didn't want to sell it to us for the local price, so we went across to another station.
This is the river in Gualeguaychu, where we stayed last night. Really beautiful spot.
It's a popular spot for motorhomes. They even have power sockets here on some of the posts, but you need an Argentinian adapter. We'd aimed for a nice campground near Cerati for tonight, but billions of mosquitoes were buzzing around.
So we've parked on the YPF gas station, and it has burgers for, well, with our blue dollar rate, it's just about $4. For a nice big burger. Helen has one with bacon and eggs, French fries and a drink. And how do you like it? It's good, isn't it? Yum, yum, yum. Life is good in Argentina. This is the beautiful art museum in Tigre. And this is the river here.
Tigre is situated just 30 kilometers north of the city of Buenos Aires. It's a gateway to the rivers and wetlands of the vast Paraná Delta, the 5th largest delta in the world, and the only one that flows into fresh water rather than into the sea. Rowing clubs and restaurants line the riverside esplanade, which is great for a nice stroll in the shade of the trees. Tigre is a really touristy place, with theme parks, lots of shops and restaurants, and boat trips along the vast river system with its thousands of islands, streams and canals. It's the favourite day trip destination for thousands of visitors from Buenos Aires, who come here to enjoy the fresh air and tranquility. The 30-kilometre trip from Buenos Aires can be done by train. It's only an hour from the Retiro station. The Tigre Art Museum was originally a clubhouse and important meeting place for the rich and famous. It was opened in 1912 and later became a casino and then a restaurant. In 1979, the building was declared a National Historic Monument. After extensive restoration, it now houses the Tigre Municipal Museum of Fine Art.
So this is our first night in Buenos Aires, and we got ourselves a pizza. A vegetarian pizza just around the corner. Now we are slightly exhausted because we've been checking out how many garages? Possibly 10.
Spent about an hour.
Yeah, we're trying to find a secure place to meet up with Snow and Curt, but nobody wanted a big motorhome like ours for 24 hours. And the ones that actually had the space
We're small, we're not even big.
Yeah, but the ones that had the space, they were closing in the evening. Anyhow, now we're parked up in a quiet street behind some other vans, and we're gonna enjoy our pizza. Let's see what the verdict is.
It's all spinach.
Oh yeah, it's Sunday today, isn't it? Look at this.
So it's going to be crowded.
We met Snow and Curt for the first time in April 2020 in Cuenca, Ecuador, and stayed in contact with them ever since. Their van is right now in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, on its way to Antwerp in Belgium, while Snow and Curt are staying in a lovely apartment in Belgrano, one of the really nice parts of Buenos Aires, until their van arrives in Europe. Only 3 blocks from their apartment is Chinatown, a bustling area with lots of activities and restaurants. Snow and Curt sold their beautiful home in Florida, converted a van, and have travelled the Americas with their 2 cats for over 4 years now. They're famous on YouTube and get recognised on the streets.
And what's your name?
My name's Kurt.
And my name is Snow. We have been traveling for 4.5 years. We drove our van, our Casa Rodante, from Florida through Mexico, through Central America, all through South America. We ended up here in beautiful Buenos Aires. Next up for us is Europa.
Okay.
We do 2 videos a week. We release a new one every Wednesday and Saturday, and there's lots of cool videos from all over in South America, including Argentina.
And they are famous because they have how many followers?
135,000 YouTube subscribers.
133,000 en YouTube. Y yo apenas, I have only 11,000 in TikTok.
That's good.
But I am going.
11,000 is good.
You're going places. Good job.
Okay, thank you so much.
Mucho
for that.
gusto.
Welcome to my country.
Thank
And
you.
you are friends
Yes.
from?
England?
Yes?
Germany.
Okay, the hat.
The Argentina hat.
Es
Vamos,
fanático de
Messi.
Argentina.
Vamos Argentina. Vamos
I was
Messi.
in Qatar. I was in the
Oh,
World
you were in
Cup.
Qatar? We were here.
We were here for
Yes,
the World Cup.
To
It
see
was
the World
incredible,
Cup.
yes.
It was beautiful.
Okay.
It was crazy.
Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Thank
Ciao.
you.
You ready? Here we go. You want some brushing? Yeah. Oh. Can we brush your belly? Can we show them that? Because that's the cute part. Let's see. Let me take this sock off and do this right here. Here we are. You ready? Let's show them. Oh, there you go. Show them how you hold your arms out. Yeah.
Vinna, that is so cute.
Nobody's ever got to see this. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, there's the belly. There it is.
So we're in a Milanese restaurant in Buenos Aires.
Can you read that?
No. Antonio Nunez? Oh yeah, that might be it.
Antonio Nunez.
We have some wonderful bread already. We have some cheese sticks.
We're going in.
We're going in. And we ordered Nunez. We see how that one looks like. Enjoy. Wow.
We get
Holy
bacon.
camoli.
Have we got chicken or is that Milanese?
This is delicious.
I'm just getting rid of mine.
Huge portions. Just imagine we would have ordered 4.
Right?
Argentina offers great food, and definitely for those with a sweet tooth, which suits us well. There is so much choice in the bakeries, and the prices are extremely low for us.
Du wolltest hiervon einen?
Uno de eso, uno de eso, con azúcar. Sí, sí. Es todo. Gracias.
This is the street we parked in Buenos Aires for days and days. It's next to a school and not far from the main highway and the local airport. But it's a really nice street. It's not a through road. So we had some really quiet nights here, which was really, really good. So we're at Taller Fischer and we're going to get our clutch kit changed within the week. It's gonna be a big piece of work. But this looks like a really nice garage here. Damien is the owner, and we have a couple of mechanics working on it. So Hector is working on our clutch, and Joaquin was working on our dashboard lights. 2 of the lights were completely burned out, so he replaced 5 of them, and it was working. And the third problem we have is our coolant leak underneath, and the guys are saying that we need to change the heater. I just looked it up. It's around 20 euros for a new part in Europe. So this is our old heater, and you can see it was leaking heavily, and that's why we had the coolant down on the bottom where my feet are going on the passenger side. This one is completely corroded. Okay, the clutch is out. We're gonna replace the clutch kit. We're gonna replace the cable because it has a really a lot of broken plastic parts. For this thing here, we need the end bit, like a couple, and we need a lot of screws and some rings to replace, and then we have the steering rod, which is behind there. That needs to be replaced. We're also going to replace the heater. And of course there's always a problem. In this case there is a bolt behind here that we cannot loosen. So this whole part has to be cut out, and then the bolt has to be cut out. Of course there's always one bolt that is rusted in, and that one broke. And it's hard to get to, that's why they have to weld it and cut out a piece to actually get access to it, to get the head out, because it's stuck in there. They simply can't get it out. Wow. So this is where the screw is in. And we have to get this part out to get to it. So this is the new attachment for the bolt. I spent all afternoon yesterday to find the parts. We have a new clutch kit. We also have a new clutch cable. I found a steering rod head piece kind of a thing for the axle rod. I found us the screws and everything. And the only thing I couldn't find was a new heater for the front, but we're on it. Yeah, that's where we are. It's day 3. Yes, day 3. We actually sleep quite well here in the garage. It's kind of quiet until the dogs start barking, but otherwise it's really good. We're in good hands here. Hector, our mechanic, is doing a really good job. He knows what he's doing, and we are happy with the progress so far. So we got the assembled new clutch kit back. This is what it looks like when everything's out. So the clutch kit is already in. Hector is putting everything back together. Looks good. So we have a problem with the tripod here, which is part of the rotation, the axle. And one of these rings, I think it's this one, is actually coming off completely, and we already lost these parts that are in there. So this one has to be replaced no matter what. Diego, another mechanic, says we might actually have to replace this joint. We got it repaired in Quito once because we couldn't find the spare parts there. And he's also saying that this left joint here, that all the grease went up because the axle cover is slightly too big, and all the grease actually, when it heats up, all the grease came out, so the joint was basically dry inside, and he said there was a little bit of sand in there, so he would recommend to exchange that as well. The gate is closed because we have a storm outside. Muy malo, ¿no? So last night a French family pulled in. They have to get some serious work done as well. an Iveco, which is kind of similar to a Fiat. ¿Hay una solución?
Siempre, siempre hay soluciones.
Sí, claro.
Lo único que no tiene solución es el cajón.
Ajá.
Dice el dicho, de la muerte.
Claro.
It's a good job, we're all inside and we can work peacefully here. See, this is what I like about the guys. They painted the whole inside here, they spray painted it. So you can hardly see it, it's all black in there, but nice, really nice job. Our new axle joints are in as well. They're looking good. These are the new axle joints. Hector is putting in the front axle.
Damien had estimated 5 days of work for us, and indeed, everything is done by Saturday midday, and I can start the engine.
Can you put the gears in? Did you check all the gears?
Yeah.
Were they good?
Yeah.
And one of the mechanics is with us. We're going to the balancing place. So now we're getting everything balanced. So obviously we do the balancing first.
Whilst Vinny 2 is on the lift, we're checking everything for possible leaks.
This was really fast. I think it only took 10 minutes. Cost us 8,000 pesos. So Helen's coming out now. Time to pay for our major jobs. It's going to cost us $1,000 plus the parts that we already paid for. This is $800 worth in pesos. It's amazing, and we have to pay some of it in dollars because it's a little bit more than we expected, but then the guys did a lot more.
Looks like we robbed a bank.
We robbed a bank, yeah. We should throw it into the air just to get that feeling of a millionaire once in our lifetime.
I'm not picking up this.
So I'm going upstairs now to pay it.
So we've got 800, Shiner. 800.
800 of these 1,000 pesos.
Yeah.
Amazing. So after all the hard work, we're having a barbecue in the taller. Our motorhome is just down there, and they do that at the end of the week. And they have a parrilla, a barbecue in there. And we are invited to join the meal, and it's super, super nice.
It's a real treat for us. Argentinians love eating meat, and they certainly know how to prepare it. Everything is cooked to perfection. Delicious. Damien has 3 large garages in this area, with 20 people working for him. He's such a kind man with a massive heart, and treats his mechanics really well. He even lets a handicapped man stay in the garage who is kind of functioning as a security guard for the nights.
It's so cool. There's a taller with a huge barbecue. Look at this. And they've been cooking this for 3.5 hours, and it's absolutely delicious.
Uno, dos, tres.
No.
Ya veo pegándole.
Sí, ya
Bien cordobés.
¿Solamente vino?
Igual el cordobés lo toma muy amargo.
Vodka,
No,
gin,
mira. Fernet con coca. Nada más. Y hielo.
y Fernet.
Fernet branca. En el dedo.
Eating yummy cake. Hector is happy about his food as well. Bueno?
Y sí.
We actually left about 5 minutes ago and made it for 10 meters, and then we realized the horn wasn't working. Which is not the guy's fault, it was when they did the alineación, the guy who straightened the wheel. I disconnected the horn, obviously. So we said goodbye and then we said ayuda, help. So now we're saying goodbye again.
See my lights come on. Oh, it's gone off.
Yeah, this is always.
Okay.
Do you need me to get you out? How you do?
I think.
Ajá. Vamos que sale,
Vamos.
Vamos, vamos.
Which way am I going?
Gracias. Chao, hasta la próxima. Chao. Funcionando. So the horn's working.
Yeah.
Everything's working. So it is 7:15 on Saturday night. We're rolling on the autopista towards the center of Buenos Aires, back to our old parking spot for the night.
Heading south.
And then we go south within the next few days. How's the feeling with everything?
Feels good.
It feels good.
Yeah.
We have no more squeaking. We have no more clonking when we turn sharply right. The fluids seem to be all okay. We're stuck in traffic here. This is Buenos Aires. I don't know how many millions of people live here, but everybody obviously wants to go into town or to the Taylor Swift concert. Apparently she's on tonight. So we're having a problem with hooking in the steering wheel, and this thing has to come out. It's always the little things that need to be adjusted. The steering wheel rod was a little bit too high up, so that's why the wheel didn't lock. So now they're putting it back into the right position. So today is Tuesday the 14th of November. We're still in the Fischer because we had this crunching noise, and they think it's one of our springs. We got everything out. This is our spring on the left hand side, which is okay. The one on the right hand side, when you actually push it in, it has a bit of like a centimeter of movement that shouldn't be. It should be hard and compressed. So we might actually get the right one changed, but we keep the left one. We've only done 40,000 kilometers on the springs, and they usually last to 80 to 100,000. So they're $85 each. Not a very cheap part, and normally you should have two of them, but that's a bit too much of the costs right now, so we're just going to replace the one on the right hand side. The other part that is a problem is this one here. This is not the correct, this one here is not the correct part, the original part that was just done by the last time we changed our springs about 6 years ago. They put this one in because the old one was completely broken, and on the left hand side we didn't even have this part anymore. It was just that sleeve here that was covering the axle, the spring rod, and then there's two metal rings in here, and they were completely corroded. So we have to get those replaced, which is not easy because here in Argentina they only sell the whole part, and that costs 45,000 pesos, which is around $45 right now, and two of them would be $90, and the ring alone, when we buy it in Germany, it's only about 10 euros. So Diego is right now out and about to see if we can just get these rings replaced. Yeah, it's going to be another $200 most likely for us. So yeah, bit by bit we get the whole front sorted out. So now we have the new parts here. They also encountered, where is it? A new one here, which is amazing. Then we're going to put a little bit of plastic on the lower rings so it doesn't crunch on the metal. And we're going to put a new amortiguador on the right hand side. So the guys are putting everything together now. And then hopefully we're set for a long, long time. So this is what the buffer looks like when it's on the amortiguador, it's on the spring. Once again, the guys are really, really good here. So now the plastic is sitting on the metal stuff here, so when it gets dirty it's not going to crunch.
No pasa nada, no te asustes. Sì, está vivo, está vivo. Eccolo.
Now they have to tighten the spring so they can get the headpiece in.
Dame el tubo. ¿El Danfer?
Y la mujer es enfermera, ¿no? No, pan casero no tiene. Tiene todo.
Un poquito de tiempo, pero bueno.
A ver, ¿será este?
So this is our second test drive. We still have the noise a little bit, but it was not the springs.
This is not a crunch, but still, it's not good. The springs actually didn't make the crunching noise. It was a rubber part in the suspension arm that had got really dry, and a little bit of lube solved the issue in minutes.
Okay, this is our third time here in Fischer. When we were on the highway and went really fast, we could feel a really harsh rocking motion. And now we're actually facing a storm here that's coming in. I saw some flashes, some lightning already. It looks quite ominous here.
We're back home. Got another night in the, well, at least one. But I think what we're going to do is just get an apartment and say, here's the keys. When it's fixed, let us know. Because this is getting a bit ridiculous. This is 10 days now.
Yeah, but it's something really rare when they put the new axle joints together.
But,
The tricetas, which is the, what was it in German?
The triceps things.
Yeah.
It's like a triceps. It's three ball
and one
joint.
of them is getting a little stuck, so it makes the axle shake. And when the axle shakes, the whole motor shakes, and that the weight of the motor pulls us.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to drive in again. Another night. Good job we're inside. The storm's rolling over us now. Quite a bit of lightning. Ooh. Wow. Wow, that is a lot of lightning. Well, I guess we were not meant to be outside. We had to come back here. Holy. This is how heavy the storm is. This is coming from the roof. Wow, that's a lot of water. And it's running into the Taller here. We have a bit of a river here. Wow. We're having problems to start the motor. We're running from one problem into the next. Everything is really not working the way we want to. I already said we're going to sell them now. Hector just removed the starter motor. And we need to check. It might be a magnet, the connection of a magnet. The problem with the starter motor was two of these carbon brushes corroded, and there must have been a shortage somewhere in there. Oh yeah, this one looks really bad. And if this happens, the circuit can't close, and then the motor can't start. Something we learned. This part was handed out to a specialist, and he couldn't repair it, so they found us a new one. Cost us $30, but at least we're starting again. At least we're starting again. Okay, Hector's going to bless our car after all this. Hector doesn't want to see us ever again, so we're blessing the car. The guys have a good sense of humor here. So I think all sides are blessed. Perfecto, gracias, Hector. We used the whole bottle. I think we needed it. Perfecto.
Although we suspected that one of the trisettas wasn't working correctly, Damien wanted to rule out all other possible issues before taking the whole axle apart again. One of them was to change a tyre.
So after the blessing, Helen needs to clean the windows. Hopefully this is our last test drive. So unfortunately we still feel the wobbling. Komm mal hier schnell. Ah, nee, kannst du nicht. Also the needle of the speedometer is jumping. I wonder if they put the amortiguadores in the wrong way.
Oh, even on the left we've got something going on there.
Nee, das war hier. Starker turn. Damien is just doing the test drive here, and we can feel it. He's on the steering wheel now, and he's sped up, and we're definitely shaking heavily on the right hand side.
Vamos, che, vamos, vamos, vamos.
So now you can tell we're in Argentina. The world champion Leo Messi. So the truck is finished. Right in front of Fischer. That looks good. You know, we're watching England against Malta. England's leading by 1-0.
The next day, Diego and Hector checked the springs again. The strange thing is that we didn't feel the wobble before we'd actually changed the springs. Another test drive follows without any improvement. So we decide to go back to the balancing place to see if something is out of joint. The mechanics there jack us up on one side and say straight away that it's one of the trisettas, which we'd suspected right from the start.
It's all very interesting. We just went to the Alineación again, and the guys lifted the tire up, and they just turned it with their hands, and we could hear a distinctive sound.
Pero el clac no es acá, es
Arriba.
arriba. So, más, con este es acá. Okay,
Yeah.
acá. Este punto. Es el otro. Clac, clac, otra vez. Oh.
So this is our second Saturday here. French family is joining us too here today.
Esto tengo prohibido yo.
Today we have milanesa.
La lista de la...
Están todos, ¿ok? ¿Vos todo bien? ¿Bien? ¿Está rico?
Now we finally found the problem. It's this trisetta, the new one. It was just pushed too far or something. It's bad. And for some reason I kept one of the old ones that looked really good, this one here, and I just remembered it and I took it back out. So we're gonna put this one in tomorrow, and then we're putting everything back together, and hopefully this works, because this was the one that was actually okay, and I kept it because I was thinking, oh, maybe one day we need to replace it. So here it is. Thank God I found it, because otherwise it probably would have been somewhere in the garbage here already. So this one is the culprit. So this may be our last night in the garage. We've been here for 2 weeks. It's nice and peaceful. This is the French behind us. They're all asleep already. Today is Sunday, and it's actually the big day in Argentina. The new president is going to be elected today. But Damien agreed to get some mechanics in to help us and the French guys to get forward, because on Monday is a public holiday. So they're working on the French vehicle and on ours later on. These guys are really nice. They really have their hearts in, you know, getting a solution for all of us, and it's amazing in here. Hector did a really good job in cleaning everything up as well. I can't remember this being so clean in a long time. It's Sunday night, election night here in Argentina. The president is being elected tonight. It's the final vote on who's going through. We will know in about 2 hours who's the winner. And we just went out to get some empanadas for the guys here and Coca-Cola, and we got ourselves a pepperoni pizza, Helen's favorite. And we were too hungry, so you know, you can tell we were just diving into that thing before I even thought about taking a video. Anyhow, we have good news, don't we?
You want me to say it?
Yes, I want you to say that.
We went on a test drive and no wobbling, didn't feel like jelly, didn't feel like we were spinning on a washing machine, no bad noises, no clonk clonk clonk.
I think the happiest of all of us was
Damien. He was going, yes! So, yeah, they've finally got us done. It's taken, well, tonight, it's 2 weeks. We've been here 2 weeks.
Tonight everybody's happy, so now we're all having ice cream after the barbecue. Helen is going to get us some. What time is it? It's midnight or something, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah, it's 10 past 12.
It's 10 minutes after midnight. It's typical Argentina.
Ice cream.
Yes, you're going for ice cream.
Helen, ¿trajo ropa? Vamos al baile ahora.
Ella fue latina en su vida antes. Ella fue latina. Ella es Shakira número 2. Sí.
By now, we're all part of the Fischer family. It's been a very interesting experience for us here in the garage. No doubt we had a few frustrating moments, but Damien and his wonderful staff worked endlessly to solve all of Winnietwo's problems. They also managed to help a French family to get their motorhome running again. They love their jobs here, but more importantly, they love helping the people who are driving the vehicles.
The French guys are done as well. Ciao, buen viaje. Ciao.
Buen viaje.
So here's the crew. It's actually a public holiday today. So here we go. This is what it looks like when a family of 6 is leaving. Sweet Canel is in the center. They don't want Mama to go with them.
We actually decided to stay another day in the garage. It's a public holiday in Argentina, and we use the empty garage to clean up Winnietwo and getting ready for the road again.
So, today is Tuesday the 21st, and we're rolling, and everything seems to be okay. There's a Hamburg Süd container from my hometown. Are we happy?
Yes, we are. We're not wobbling at least, which is good. And he's going.
Yeah.
Engine sounds good.
No sounds, no scraping sounds.
No. Brakes are doing okay. Clutch is working well. Clutch was never the problem. Well, it was. We had to get it changed, but it's good. So, in our next video, we leave Buenos Aires and go down to the Atlantic coast for a much needed rest on the beach.